The following presentation was made possible by the Alltech Media Group, a Southern California multimedia company providing exponential branding and marketing services to all their clients. The Alltech Media Group understands the value of the 3W strategy, providing their clients proven, trackable results. Let us make it easy for you to grow your business. Visit alltechmedia.com.
Speaking of teaching, our keynote speaker this morning has been with the City of Riverside since 2012. In his current capacity, he heads the Community and Economic Development Department, which has taken a business-first, approach to better address the challenges and demands of the local business face. During this time he's been working with the City of Riverside, the region has seen many economic development successes, including that of the California Air Resources Board recent decision to relocate its testing facility right here to good old Riverside. Plans for this city do not stop there, however. Recent ideas have been created to see economic development and prosperity for the region in 2017 and beyond. Please join me in welcoming a fine gentleman and the Assistant City Manager for the City of Riverside, Al Zelinka. Al.
Good morning, Riverside. Kelly, thank you. You got my blood stirring, and I'm excited. Wow, and I can't wait to see Girish do Jazzercise with Jim Fuson. That's going to be great. All right. So on behalf of my boss, John Russo, and our entire city management team, thank you for allowing me this opportunity to present to you this morning. 2017 and beyond is going to be an incredibly vital time in this city, and the economy is going to do better than ever. I'm going to spend no more than 15 minutes talking about three things. One, provide a little bit of context for what I'm going to say. I'm going to give a broad overview of development activity that's going on or will be going on in the wards. You already heard Councilman Subaru talk about Ward 3, and there's a lot going on there. And then finally, leave you with 5 thoughts about why we are so well positioned for 2017 and beyond. Leadership. I just want to say, General Flournoy mentioned it in his comments, in his remarks, as did Mark with Altura. The leadership in this city cannot be underestimated, nor can we ever take it for granted. I remember my wife's uncle, when I was getting ready to get married, he said, "Remember, Al, couples that play together stay together." While this isn't play in this room, we come together at every level, and that makes a difference in our economic progress. We keep talking together and working together, and out of that comes good things, no matter how hard the conversations are. So let's keep that in mind. The other thing, people on their own are investing here. We heard Councilmember Subaru indicate that there's $1 billion of projects underway right here. Just coming through the portal of the City of Riverside in 2016 was $272 million, just through our permitting activity that we know of. Next year, we're anticipating about $300 million. 2005 was our heyday, $500 million of activity. We are on the path back on that level of investment. And given everything in the pipeline, I have no doubt, and everything that John Russo is making us chase after, I have no doubt we're going to get back to 2005 within a handful of years. The other thing, because we talk together, because we have leadership, because our council and mayor understand what this community is about and what it wants, it's laying the groundwork in so many ways for this future of investment that's occurring now and will be occurring in the future. Things like Grow Riverside, skating to where the puck is in knowing that we need to be working on developing our local food system because that's an economic driver. changing our ordinances and our processes so that we can be facilitators and not regulators. Changing the way we help those in our community be successful, like Camp Anza did. There is project after project, policy, public policy effort after public policy effort, now with the North Side coming on board, that is laying the groundwork for a brighter future. I'm just going to do a survey of what's going on. I could spend an hour just talking about Ward 1 alone and 20, 30 minutes on all the other wards. Ward 1 has so much going on right now, the downtown heart of downtown being the heart of Ward 1. And we have 30,000 square feet of medical office with RadNet. We've got hotels that combined are going to be adding 300-400 rooms to the downtown. We have one of our developers here today, Brian Kang from LA, who's leading the effort on Hotel Indigo. We have Food Lab to parallel with Chow Alley to bring the foodie culture to Riverside. Stalder Plaza is going to be adding 22,000 square feet of ground floor retail and a couple hundred dwelling units, and on top of all of the work that's being done with Imperial Hardware and Centerpoint and a whole bunch of other residential mixed-use projects in downtown. Ward 2 is a pretty dynamic place with a lot of cool stuff going on. ARB, California Air Resources Board location, there at Iowa and University, is going to be groundbreaking later this year, and I hope all of us are there to celebrate this event because those 440 plus scientists and engineers that are going to be joining the Riverside community are going to make a huge difference to our potential. Mission Lofts, right there on Commerce Street between Mission Inn Avenue and University, over 200 dwelling units plus some retail that's going to be adding to the marketplace and East Side. Ward 3, as I'm not going to get into this, but as Councilmember Subaru said, especially about the Merrill Street projects, one of the things we need to do, not in addition to marrying bricks and mortar and the internet so that our retail life succeeds, we have to add more housing in and around our retail so it gives more customers to that retail base. So having Merrill Street happen is significant. Repurposing antiquated commercial centers like there at the Madison and 91 is critical to our future, and it's happening. Ward 4, there is a big effort underway right now and a very important effort on infrastructure. The county, the city, Western Municipal are all working together in parallel with what is going to be a widening project and median improvement project for Van Buren between King and Wood to add sewer. All of that property right now is hampered because it's on septic. So the economic door that opens up by having sewer on that stretch is significant. It cannot be understated. We have Kia remodeling, adding 15 service bays, rooftop parking. They're changing what they're doing to better serve customers and the marketplace. Metro Gateway, right there at the La Sierra Metrolink. That's going to be opened before we know it with 200 and some odd units. Right there at the transit-oriented development, as will CBU with their 160,000 square foot, 3-story event center. The Brickyard, a commercial center on Magnolia that's remodeling and adding additional square feet for restaurant and commercial. Reinvesting in themselves. Just a short distance away, new commercial and retail there at 10920 Magnolia. And Ward 7, things are happening with new senior housing and retail proposed at 5 Points, Site B. And also more office, flex space, industrial, 58 Magnolia. That's just probably 1/5 of the slides that my colleagues Rafael Guzman and Emilio Ramirez and Mark Stoyer and Chris Christopoulos and others gave me for this presentation, probably 1/5. because I didn't want to get the music and have to stand up here and jazzercise in front of you all. But here's the 5 takeaways. We are growing. Our population is growing. Our employment is growing. This is from Southern California Association of Governments. We're going to be at almost 400,000 people within 21, 22 years. This city, we're at about 322, 323,000 right now. We're going to be at almost 400,000 people. We need to build now. We need to build now. The region is the same case, whether you look at Riverside County or San Bernardino County. Get this, we are growing twice as fast as the coastal communities. They're growing at 1% a year, we're growing at 2%. We've got to build, we've got to develop. City manager knows this, and he's pressing us all the time to do better and make opportunities happen. Second thing, not the best graphic, but here's the deal. We spent, as I understand from RCTC, almost $1 billion to improve the 91 freeway. I wish I lived in Riverside. I live in Old Town Orange. I drive 32 minutes door to door every day. It takes me 35 minutes. 35 minutes. That's it. When I worked in Irvine, I drove 12 miles. It would take me up to an hour going down the 5 freeway. Jammed. The 2 graphics up there, see the straight green line in the morning? That's a wide open corridor, folks, in the morning going out to 91. Coming back in the evening, it's a wide open corridor going back into Orange County. That's just one example. The reason I bring this up, Bill Fulton, one of the great urban researchers of our day, says what's leading so much of urban reinvestment today is the reverse commute, the wide open freeway. If we have we're always trying to maximize our bandwidth in fiber optics, right? Get more in that space. This is providing us with a portal of talent each and every day to recruit from. About the last 4 or 5 hires, some key hires, I should say, not all hires, but key hires of talent that we brought into the city alone come from locations that are doing the reverse commute. They would rather come on freeways like this, longer mileage but faster, to get to a great place like Riverside. That's an opportunity, and it's going to keep unfolding. The other thing, this is going to startle you, but don't be startled. 2014 census, there's a tool that they have called On the Map. You can check it out. They have an inflow-outflow analysis. 77.5% in 2014 of the people employed in Riverside, 77.5%, don't live here. Do not live here. They live in Jurupa, they live in Moreno Valley, they live wherever, but they don't live here. Look at all the folks that are leaving Riverside every day to go to jobs elsewhere. Residents, 85,000. You match that with the population and employment growth, and what it speaks to is more Class A office we need, more housing we need, more opportunities for jobs and places for people to live. It's only opportunity, folks. It's nothing to be upset about. But it cements our future of possibility. And the state just issued a report last week that Moises Lopez shared with us. We are underproducing housing units in this state by the tune of 100,000 units a year. You wonder why there's a homeless problem? That's why. Fourth point, word is getting out. Our marketing director, Stephanie Harvey, Phil Pitchford, our PIO, the Visitors and Convention Bureau, you name it. Yeah, they're telling this story in amazing ways, but people are just talking about us. They're seeing what we are doing, we collectively, as a big city entity team and regional team. Whether it's real estate magazines, whether it's the LA Times, whether it's, I think that was Channel 7 News, people are talking about us, and that's the best kind of flattery. Lastly, you all got the chamber communicator this past week that had the 10 things that the chamber does for its membership. A few weeks ago, or I should say 2 months ago, city manager allowed me to go up to Sacramento to work on a panel about annexation issues. And it was public-private, environmental advocacy groups, whole bunch of folks. And one of them said to me, it was about 25 people in the room, they said, how did you guys pull off Air Resources Board? How did you do that? And I said, well, it's kind of simple, but difficult, but it's simple. Our community gets along. We work together. And a fundamental piece of that is this Chamber of Commerce that we have brings us together, and through Leadership Riverside, in a positive way, forces us and representatives of our organizations to work together intensively as a group of 24, 25, and graduates us. And then we work together beyond those year time frames, those classes, even though 2014 is the best class. We work together and do things with and for one another. I believe that again, I'll finish where I started. Leadership is key to what we are doing. Each and every day, city manager, the city management team, the executive team of the city, we have the good fortune of working under the guidance of the mayor and the city council. We see what it means to us in doing our jobs. That's just one team of multiple teams that you all represent. But together, we are one. And that matters. So that alignment is what got us to win CARB. And it's a big deal. There is nothing we can't achieve together. And in closing, city manager is recognizing the importance and significance of what we are trying to build together, and is working with the council and mayor to brand this on every single project, on every single effort that we undertake to create investment opportunities here in Riverside. In the next few months, we'll be going to the council with a complete package that Stephanie Harvey, our marketing coordinator, is leading. We'll be getting their consent. But in the meantime, you'll be watching the Imperial Hardware construction fencing. We're going to be putting up a test banner to see how everyone likes it, and then every project coming forward is going to be branded with Bill Riverside. So 2017 and beyond, thumbs up, positive. We're all in this together. Things that need to be fixed, let us know. Opportunities that you see, bring us in. And together, there's nothing we can't achieve. Thank you very much.